go to a museum.
Look, I'm ready for whatever's going to happen. So I don't change my life, but look, I like talking to people.
So much energy, so much charisma.
Great.
How do you do it? I don't understand it at all.
I'll tell you exactly how.
How?
And that's exactly what we're diving into today. Charisma. Tom Cruise and Jon Hamm are two Hollywood icons. Both are confident, likable, magnetic, and very charismatic, but each in a unique way, and both effective. Now, whether you're a fan of Tom or Jon or neither, you can let me know in the comments. But by watching them side by side, we're breaking down some powerful charismatic habits that you might try in your own conversations. So let's start with the first one, the body movements. Both Tom and Jon are using their body, their hands and arm gestures to tell a story. But notice the difference. Where Jon is always sitting very open, comfortable, he's using his hands and arms, but it's more measured, more controlled.
Where you see this man who has seemingly done everything right. He's made all the right decisions. He's building his career. He's raising his family. He's doing all the right things that we're taught that we're supposed to do. Right? He's acquiring cool stuff. He's got a great house. He lives in a great neighborhood. His kids are doing great. He drives a cool car.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise takes it further. He brings in his whole body into the moment, leaning forward, shifting posture, making it so vivid, as if he's taking us with him in the scene, in his story.
Do the next take. So I leaned down like this, pulled it out. I was like, just went down like this. Head literally was touching the ground with the G-force at my spine. And the push to talk is right here. I was going like this, going, so I had to figure out how you're taking the wind and you're breathing down here like this. And the air particles coming off that propeller are traveling at the speed of sound. So the air is going around the fuselage like this. And
using body gestures help to tell a story. It helps to paint a picture in our mind. The key is to let those movements match the story and your personality, and make it feel natural and comfortable to you. Because if you feel comfortable, you'll let the other person feel comfortable with you too. And if you notice Jon, he always sits very comfortable in a very natural way. Tom, he expands even more. He even invades the space of the interviewer by, for example, touching his desk. And I made an entire video about that.
I've seen stuff like that on television before, and to be part of it was really special.
It's cool, right?
It's beyond cool.
Yeah.
But it's not aggressive. He doesn't look or mean it in an aggressive way. It's natural. Jon, on the other hand, is sitting very comfortably. He opens up, he uses hands and arms, but more in a controlled way. And then you have some people that hardly use any gestures at all, like Cillian Murphy. He's very quiet, but still highly charismatic. The video I made about Cillian, I'll link to that below as well. But let's move on to the personal versus professional focus. Now, on a personal note, could you hit the like and subscribe right below? I'd really appreciate that. Now, Jon Hamm, he doesn't shy away from sharing personal stories about his background, his childhood, his past, about even doing therapy.
Lost my mom when I was 10, my dad when I was 20. My growing up was a hodgepodge of parents, lack of parents, family, lack of family, different definitions of family, living by the grace of other people. There's a lot of like extra baggage that you carry because of that's unconscious. But going to therapy is not really about sort of wrestling with these, as you say, existential problems. It's more about kind of checking in and seeing where you are and maintaining a presence and a perspective on whether it's relationships, career, drinking, partying, life, whatever. It's helpful. I think it's helpful.
This human side, sharing more personal stories, it makes the conversation more relatable, more intimate, more real, and people connect to that.
Congratulations on getting married.
Thank you. It only took me half a century, but I figured, I might as well get it right. So
Yeah.
There we go. It was a perfect day. It was very sparsely attended by our decision. It was small.
You met on the last episode of Mad Men.
We did.
And that was shot
at the very same place we ended up getting married. So full circle moment.
Tom Cruise, on the other hand, he keeps the focus on his movies, his stunts, without much personal detail.
You know, I fly jets and airplanes and helicopters, aerobatics, and then Miku and I were just talking, we just discussed. So we chose the airplane, and, you know, I know how to fly that airplane and figure it out. And then we just start seeing how can I get 0G between the wings and what can we do. And I was like, I know I need help with the script. The story's not there. And I called him over Christmas and I was like, where are you guys? You know, come on. I need you to, you know, come and let's talk about the story. Come help me out with this.
After watching a lot of Tom's interviews, I have not found many interviews where he shares something personal, except this one time where he was sharing about being a kid and falling over garbage cans. But again, it was to make a point that that was, as a child, what he wanted to do professionally.
Even as a little kid, like I used to steal lumber from a junkyard, or, you know, and then I'd ride down the hill as fast as I could and hit the ramp and go over garbage cans, you know, to try to do that when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Didn't work. I went smashing through the garbage cans and then
you
spent
thought-
the next few days in the hospital.
And you thought, hey, I want to do this for a living.
This is what I want to do for a living.
Now, whether you share personal stories or professional stories or both, they both work. They both inspire. As long as you can share with conviction, as long as you can be authentic and genuine. And no, it's not by repeating that word authentic that you become authentic.
I'm going to live my life really authentically, make choices authentically, being able to be so authentically myself. I go back to the authenticity.
Next up, compliments that connect. People with confidence and charisma, they are known to be good at giving compliments. And both John and Tom are using that habit a lot of times. Whether it's with co-workers, producers, other actors, they're really good in giving compliments.
Taylor is a remarkably prolific, tremendously talented writer. Billy Bob Thornton plays the titular, if I might say.
Ooh, that's
Careful.
a good, yeah.
Landman, and I play his boss.
And John even shares his admiration for Tom Cruise. Check it out.
Tom Cruise is supposed to come by today. And we're like, no, he's not. What are you talking about? That's like saying Santa Claus is coming. Like, unmistakably, it is. It's not a Tom Cruise impersonator. It is Tom Cruise. We're all having like an out-of-body experience, and like, this is arguably the most famous person on the planet.
In another interview, John even goes on about Tom Cruise looking so young while everybody else gets older.
36 years later, and Maverick's older, and Iceman's older, and everybody's older. And we're older.
Well, Tom Cruise is not older, though.
No,
right?
Tom Cruise stayed the same.
the only
Weirdly
thing.
enough, like somehow I passed him. I don't know how that happened. I really don't. I passed him. Hard, like in the fast lane.
John played a scene with Tom Cruise in the Top Gun movie.
Agent, hey, they're coming at you for. They want you to do a part in the Top Gun sequel. Be asked to be a part of the next chapter of this, and then basically have all of my scenes be with Tom Cruise. I was like, no, this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. The answer is yes.
And here's a very short snippet of both of them together.
Your reputation precedes you.
Thank you, sir.
Wasn't a compliment.
You two have something in common. Cyclone here was first in his class back in '88.
Actually, sir, I finished second. Just want to manage expectations.
Did you watch a Top Gun movie? I did. I really liked it, actually. Tom Cruise, he's really using compliments every time. In every interview that I watch, whether it's his co-workers or other actors or producers, even a singer at one time he shouted out, he uses it a lot.
He's such a brilliant actor. I love his work, and the cast is amazing, and Monica has just a natural intelligence and presence and talent.
Compliments show confidence and charisma, and it's so easy to use. The key is sincerity and timing. And also try using compliments not about, how shall I say, not to the person, but about an action or a skill. For example, hey, Mary, you're a great person. Or John, you're great. That's not so effective. But if you say, Mary, your cooking skills are fantastic. Or John, the way you decorated that room or painted that room or the way you played that piano, That's a skill, that's an action, and complimenting that is more effective than just a general compliment at a person.
How brilliant this man is. I mean, truly, people say that. He's very humble, and he's a guy who, an exceptional storyteller.
Next up, funny versus excitement. Jon uses a lot of humor and jokes. He laughs at himself, has clever remarks. It's self-amusement that's confident, without bragging.
You look like a stud.
I was
come on.
fit.
Yeah.
I was about 30
You're
pounds
big.
ago. Thrice.
Thrice? You're in the thrice?
I'm in the Thrice Timers Club.
Yeah, that's right, yes. But you've made countless appearances.
I'll be honest, it's kind of a cooler club.
Yeah.
Here's a story about how he did not get the award he was nominated for.
Because you did not win at the Emmys on
Different
Sunday
luck
night.
on Sunday, yeah, exactly. You're correct.
We
You're
both
correct.
went home losers.
Yes.
Let's be clear. Richard Gadd spent a good chunk of his speech talking about how much he loves you.
See, that was, I didn't see how it played on camera, but I know exactly why he did that. Because
Why?
He finally got on stage, he looked over, and I was looking at him like this.
Tom, on the other hand, uses less jokes, less self-amusement, but he shows so much energy and excitement that when he talks, you just feel that energy.
There's a mission, and it's impossible.
Okay, that's perfect. That's why I get paid the big bucks. I asked the hard question.
Okay, good. I thought, like, this is a trick question.
No, not a
Both styles work, and they can build charisma in any conversation. Personally, I don't see myself as a funny person. I don't remember any joke at all. But when I'm sharing something, a story, I'm very excited and I share the energy. So do whatever works for you, as long as you feel natural. You don't have to change your personality. But the one habit that we all have and that we all can use is a smile. A smile is magnetic. And both Jon and Tom, they use their smile a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So now you...
That's not just you acting, that's you actually.
You know that's way up my alley.
Both Jon and Tom have gorgeous smiles. It makes them very attractive. Or is that my personal judgment? What do you think? A smile projects warmth and friendliness, approachability, happiness, but also confidence. Watching Jon and Tom side by side, first of all, did you enjoy this comparison? And second of all, did you notice there's not one way or one right way to be charismatic? You don't have to be the funniest or the loudest or expand your body the biggest to be charismatic. It can be as simple as just a smile or a compliment. And that goes a long way if you want to connect with people. Now you might be thinking, but I'm shy and more introverted, and that's okay too. Because if you watch the next video, I'll link to it below and you will see it pop up, you will see proof that you can be shy, introverted, and highly charismatic. And he's a cutie too. I'll see you there.